On April 11, 2025, the skies over Boca Raton, Florida were torn apart by tragedy. A Cessna 310, a twin-engine aircraft, crashed onto the tri-rail tracks near Interstate 95. This horrifying event unfolded around 10:20 a.m., shaking the community to its core. The crash site, located in a densely populated area, became a scene of devastation and chaos. The initial moments after the crash were met with disbelief and horror. Witnesses watched in shock as the mangled wreckage of the plane lay strewn across the tracks, the air filled with the acrid smell of smoke and jet fuel, a grim reminder of the tragedy that had just occurred. This incident is a stark reminder of the fragility of life and the unexpected nature of tragedy. The community of Boca Raton, known for its beautiful beaches and vibrant life, was left reeling from this devastating event. As the dust settled and the initial shock subsided, questions began to surface. What caused this terrible accident? Who were the victims? And how would this tragedy impact the community? The ill-fated Cessna 310, bearing the registration number N456AB, had taken off from the Boca Raton airport just minutes before the crash, its destination, Tallahassee International Airport. The flight was meant to be routine, a quick journey across the Florida skies. Instead, the plane barely gained altitude after takeoff, circling the airport area before plummeting to the ground. The impact was catastrophic. The aircraft, heavily laden with fuel, exploded on impact with the railway tracks, sending a fireball into the air. The force of the crash was felt for blocks around. Debris, including parts of the plane's fuselage and personal belongings of the passengers, was scattered over a wide area. The crash site quickly became a scene of chaos as first responders rushed to the scene, their sirens wailing through the air. The crash claimed the lives of all 3 individuals on board the Cessna 310. Their identities have not been released at this time, pending notification of next of kin. However, sources close to the investigation have revealed that the victims were a pilot and 2 passengers. Tragically, the devastation was not limited to those aboard the aircraft. One motorist, driving on I-95 adjacent to the crash, sustained non-life-threatening injuries after driving through the ensuing fireball. The driver, whose identity remains undisclosed, was transported to a local hospital and is expected to make a full recovery. The incident serves as a grim reminder of the indiscriminate nature of such tragedies. Immediately following the crash, the Federal Aviation Administration, FAA, and the National Transportation Safety Board, NTSB, launched independent investigations. These agencies are tasked with determining the cause of the crash and preventing similar tragedies from occurring in the future. The FAA's investigation will focus on a variety of factors, including the pilot's experience and training, the aircraft's maintenance records, and weather conditions at the time of the crash. The NTSB, known for its meticulous approach to accident investigations, will reconstruct the flight path, analyze the wreckage, and interview witnesses to create a comprehensive report of the events leading up to the crash. Section 5. Disruption and Chaos. The crash's impact on transportation. The crash caused significant disruptions to both road and rail traffic in the Boca Raton area. North Military Trail, a major thoroughfare, was closed between Northwest 19th Street and Butts Road for several hours as emergency crews responded to the scene. The impact on rail service was even more severe. Tri-Rail, South Florida's commuter rail system, suspended service between Deerfield Beach and Boca Raton stations. A bus bridge was established to transport passengers around the crash site. Amtrak service was also affected, with several trains between Miami and other cities either canceled or delayed. Section 6. Eyewitness Accounts. Tales of Horror and Disbelief. In the wake of the tragedy, numerous eyewitnesses have come forward to share their harrowing accounts of the crash. One witness, who was driving on I-95 at the time, described seeing the plane flying too low before it suddenly nosedived towards the ground. Another witness, who lives near the crash site, reported hearing a loud boom and feeling her house shake as the plane hit the ground. She rushed outside to see a massive fireball and thick black smoke billowing into the sky. Section 7. Expert Analysis. Piecing together the puzzle of the crash. Aviation experts have been quick to offer their insights into the possible causes of the crash. Willard Shepard, a seasoned pilot and aviation consultant, suggests that the plane's flight path, which involved circling the airport area shortly after takeoff, could indicate a possible flight control issue. This theory is supported by data from Flight Radar 24, a global flight tracking service. The data shows the plane making a series of unusual maneuvers before it disappeared from radar at a low altitude. While these analyses provide valuable insights, it is important to note that the official cause of the crash is still under investigation. Section 8. Official Statements, Expressions of Grief and Gratitude. In the hours following the crash, local authorities held a press conference to address the tragedy. Boca Raton Mayor Scott Singer expressed his heartfelt condolences to the families of the victims, saying, "Our hearts are heavy today as we mourn the loss of those who perished in this terrible accident." Mayor Singer also commended the bravery and swift actions of the first responders, stating, "I am incredibly grateful for the courage and dedication of our firefighters, police officers, and paramedics who rushed to the scene and worked tirelessly to save lives." Section 9. Visual Evidence, a Scene of Devastation and Loss. The aftermath of the crash painted a grim picture of devastation. News footage from the scene showed the mangled wreckage of the Cessna 310 scattered across the railway tracks. The air was thick with the smell of fire retardant, a stark reminder of the inferno that had engulfed the aircraft. A charred car, belonging to the injured motorist, sat precariously close to the crash site, a testament to the random and unforgiving nature of the tragedy. The visual evidence, while difficult to process, serves as a somber reminder of the fragility of life and the importance of cherishing every moment.